Hey guys, Mason here, CNA Games. How we doing? Week 8. 8? Oh, I hope it's 8. It's gonna be really awkward if it's not 8. Bulking it up. Here we are, back at it. We're gonna look at the number a little bit. I just thought while I was back here, I'd show you guys. Hey, boxes for my guys to condition sort stuff into. That's a new thing that we're starting to do, just to keep track of stuff a little bit easier. Make sure everybody is conditioning, not to like call anybody out specifically, but just make sure that we're all on the same page. If there's somebody that has a few that we are, wishy-washy on, we go back and we talk about it and correct them and kind of go over what we're looking for at each condition and things like that. So that's the whole purpose of those boxes. Trying to try that out and try to refine even further into whether or not we need to just condition everything at LP and just call it a day, or if we can actually do this and have it make sense. So let's look at the number. Let's refresh this page, make sure that we're up to date. Can I see it? 86,779. Nothing crazy added this week. In fact, that's only like, maybe 2,000 above what we did earlier, but sales are strong. I don't know what happened. Floodgates opened back up now, and now we have, several hundred sales a day again. So don't know what happened there in beginning of July, but now we got our eyes looking like that. So pretty solid number. Let's see if I can get the total. 840. This is Monday, so that was over the weekend. So an extra day here there, but not too bad. Pretty good numbers for sales for 3 days. Not bad. Only on direct. So that's awesome. And then we have obviously this week. This week is Bloomburrow, and we're gonna get those in tomorrow, and then we'll be cracking that stuff, sending it through the Roca, and getting it uploaded into the system. So then we'll have Bloomburrow up very, very soon. So busy week, busy time for the hobby, right? For Magic. Spending somewhere in the range of like $80,000 in the past 6-7 weeks for Magic is it's daunting. That's a huge, crazy number that we've very difficult to try to keep up with. Sorry. There we go. Hey, how are you? Yeah, busy time, busy 2 months here of new releases for Modern Horizon 3. We had Assassin's Creed, and then we have Bloomburrow right here, and it's proven to be a very, very good set. You already tell the numbers are looking good. It is always an interesting sign the week of pre-release when boxes are going up on TCGPlayer in price. It's gonna be interesting to see what everybody thinks of this set, and obviously people are really liking it. But already seen from people on Facebook groups and Discords and things that the quality is absolutely horrendous out of the packs. Dings, dents, entire like somebody dropped it from a 20-foot drop and dinged up some cards on the packs. It's really, really wild. Just the quality issues that these great premium cards that have great premium prices are, not just LP. We're talking an MP level of indents out of the packs. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at, and it'll be interesting to see what prices do and what availability is looking like, if people are going to put them in correctly, or if we're just going to call that all near mint and just say, well, that's the way it came. We're going to see, and we'll see if people are what they respond to and whether or not they agree with what's going on there. So yeah, busy week, and we got a lot going on. What else do I have to talk to you guys about? Had a couple people. I was going back through the comments. I'm way behind. I'm sorry. It took me. I went all the way back to like a month ago and tried to catch up on the comments of people asking me questions. I appreciate everybody that asked me questions, and it leaves comments regardless. I appreciate y'all. And I was going back through and just responding and hearting and just making sure people knew that if they had something nice to say, that I said thank you and stuff like that. What do y'all think of, had a couple of things, and things come up in our meetings that we had with our guys, talking about if these drawers, and whether or not it's worth it, when you have something like this, whether or not it's worth putting a divider in between each and single one of these cards. Doesn't seem like to me that would be, it makes sense to me, right? And I've had a couple people go back and forth, so other sellers out there, let me know if you think that it's a viable idea, or whether or not you would do this. Some people said, just put alphabetical stuff in there, it's fine, and then you're going to save all the space, because this is a lot of space with the dividers in it, I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of plastic in between those cards. And whether or not that's worth all the effort, and taking it in and out every time we sell a card. That's all of these lesser sets, and then you have stuff that you have to remove that divider, and then you have to put it back when you put a card back in there. It's a lot of in and outs, and then I worry about because for especially like not even just foil stuff, but our near mint stuff, rolling up on these plastic things, they're they have like a kind of like a little textured thing, and they have like little bumpy textures to them. So it's supposed to have like air and stuff and keep the cards from having like some crazy amounts of friction on them. But it's kind of not very effective if you have a really tight system where a bunch of cards are very tight next to each other. And whether or not, I don't know if these cards are rubbing up on each other, or if something I should have to worry about. If I'm flipping through them, just doing a move like this, where you move a row forward and backwards, what is that doing to the cards that's in these boxes? I have no idea. Long term, what kind of damage, if any, is happening to these cards? And one of my guys brought it up, and yeah, especially on the foils and stuff like that, potentially, yeah, we could be damaging the cards and we don't even know it, right? So that's an interesting thought, and something that we're gonna have to keep an eye on and then make a move on. So I'm gonna ask you guys, if you guys have big inventories and use a similar kind of setup, do you bother with dividers in between each card? Or do you just do alphabetize? Or do you just have the sets and just kind of just raw dog it in there? I don't know. What's the best answer? I really don't know. Because it seems like to me, if I'm going to go flip through these and look for a card, going by a divider, sorry, the angle is awful. Going with the divider and going through this like this, one by one, it makes sense to me to have a divider, because you're flipping through the divider instead of the actual card itself. My finger isn't touching the actual card. But again, I worry about the friction, especially when there's lots of cards, and people are always like, oh, I can just put one more in there, it's fine. I can put one more in there, it's fine. And then it's really tight in there, and then again, that flip-flop back and forth when it's loose even. When like, is this doing anything to these cards? And long-term, thousands of times, it's you may have a card in there sitting through that kind of stuff. Doesn't matter. I really don't know. It's something that, I guess months down the road, we'll have to figure out and see if that's something to be concerned about, because I really don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, that's my homework to you guys this week, is let me know. What do you guys do? What kind of dividers do you keep? Sleeves, I'd hate to sleeve. We used to sleeve all foils, and it makes sense. I mean, you want to keep, especially foils, from having that kind of friction and rubbing up and down on stuff. But that's just time. And when you have and try to build inventories of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of penny sleeves. That's a lot of dividers. I had to buy all those dividers. So that's a crazy amount of dividers that I had to go and buy. So yeah, it's kind of wild that yeah, I bought all these things. I was like, oh yeah, you got to have dividers, of course. And then, do I really need them? I don't know. So let me know, guys, what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know what you guys do. Always looking and happy to have suggestions. I am going to curate a couple questions, and maybe like do once a week. I'll answer a question from the comments or something like that. Just try to have some varied things to talk about. But bulking up continues. We'll see you next week, Bloomburrow, and we'll talk about the sales and things like that. So that'll be an exciting one. You don't want to miss that. So appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.